Hello? Hello. Oh god, this is somewhat see-through. Holy shit. So it's good that I put on a bra. Holy shit. Hello, welcome. I don't only look and probably sound like death, I also feel like death. I'm kinda sick, I'm not gonna lie. And I would have been live much sooner, or like here much sooner, but like the past 5 minutes, and I'm not kidding you. I spent the past solid like 5 to 7 minutes trying not to sneeze, and then trying to prevent the tears that built in my eyes from destroying my makeup. So yeah, hello. Thank you so much, hello Minox. And hello Permanent and Acid and Big Bear, welcome. I will not be talking very loud today, and trying not to talk like too much like in general, because I don't feel extremely well, but we are live. And the first stream I decide to put on an outfit again, like an actual proper full femme outfit, is the one is the one stream where I'm actually like sick and would love to just like be here in like some like casual stuff. Fit check, okay. Oh god. Is it Wednesday yet, my dudes? Because I feel like it is. Hello man on the net. Sick as fuck. I need my like Pixel Thug Life glasses, which I actually have a pair of. Oh god. Yeah, I haven't been feeling very well the past two or so days. Thank you so much, Minox. And hello Big Bear again. Love the socks. I love them too. They hold my feet warm and they hide my feet. If you want to see them, that's a solid 50. In DMs, not even in public. Anyway. Anyway, I tried to like do the Wednesday Addams dress, which I still have, which I did once, you know. First up, because I'm sick, I really didn't want to sift through all my clothes and try to come up with something, so I wanted to like put on like something rather simple that wouldn't take like too much of, you know, things, too much time. Can you do the dance? I don't. Oh no, I cannot dance for shit. Yeah, so I tried to do something simple, and then I thought, yeah, this is the only dark dress that I have that I've only worn on stream once, and yeah, that is simple enough, so I can just throw it on. But then I thought, you know what, let's make it a little more creative, a little more, let's say, edgy or gothy or whatever, with like these lacy elements. And the fishnets and stuff, you know, do at least something with it. So yeah, there we go. And also slowly, look, slowly but surely, look, I've been doing my eyes for a while now, but slowly I'm really starting to like, oh fuck, I did this right a little bit, but like imagine this looks all good, like slowly but surely we're getting somewhere. Anyway, anyway, what's the plan for today? First up, not talk so loud. God damn it, Jen. I'm so used to like use the full potential of my voice, like, you know, like when you talk normally, like, for example, if someone happened to be like sitting next to me right now, I wouldn't be streaming, like I would be talking like this to them. But on stream, of course, I always like pronounce my voice a little more. Like, I exaggerate it, I make it louder, you know? Without actually screaming, I just talk louder. And try to be more expressive and whatever. And for today, I think I should not do that, actually. For my own sake. I imagine that takes a lot of practice. I mean, how long have I been doing eyeliner on stream now? Almost every single stream. Yeah, that's the amount of practice, and also a few times in real life, but no comparison to how many times I did it on stream. So yeah, a lot of practice. But that's just old people being old people. Like my mother is the same. My father isn't really, but he in general is more of like a quiet person. But my mother is the same. And on the phone it's completely stupid and pointless. And I guess, but I feel like the difference is on stream. Look, let me. I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie yesterday. And I don't know, I think it was okay. I feel like... One second. I think you already tried that one and I didn't know what it means in Russian, but I will try. I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie yesterday and I think it was okay, but like, you know, nothing special and kind of falls apart as soon as you start thinking about it. And but I watched it with a fan of the franchise who actually liked it a lot, so I guess it's more of a thing for the fans. That's what I would be saying if I sat next to you, and now let me try to say the same thing, like when I'm streaming. So I would sit here and say something like, "Yo, I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie yesterday, and I gotta be honest, God." I know there is a lot of hype around it in like certain fandoms or whatever, but I gotta say, I found it kind of mid. You see the difference? I use different words because I couldn't remember what exactly I said, but you see the difference in like the way I talk? It's like, I feel like when I'm streaming, when I'm trying to be, let's say, a little bit louder, I'm at the same time also trying to be more expressive and use my voice more. So I feel like that's different than just like screaming on the phone for the sake of screaming into someone's ear. Good stuff. Fernschreier. Alter, das sind solche spezifischen Wörter, die... Was würde das denn auf Englisch heißen? Russian. Yes, I'm typing into the Google Translate because there is no way I can. Oh, Google Translate doesn't even recognize the word. It's not a real word. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. True. Let me make the light a little darker. I don't know what's wrong with my light setup. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Maybe I should make it a little warmer? Hey. Brightness. So same brightness, but warmer? You're just bright and shy. You did not just do that. You did not just write that. Yeah, warmer is the way to go. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Maybe my mistake is also that I'm not looking at myself for reference, but at my mic, which is just... Like, in real life it's white, yes. But it's not, like, completely otherworldly, like, shiny white, you know what I mean? Looks more human again. Thanks. But yeah, I did actually. There's... Are you gonna fish it out and then just keep drinking? But yeah, I did actually watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie yesterday with a friend who is a fan of the franchise. Tell him to get his own. I am not a fan of the franchise. Some of you know that. Was it in my 12-hour stream? Or like in one of my like special streams? I don't remember which one. Or was it last Halloween? I'm not sure anymore. I remember I was a little drunk. I was tipsy. And I wanted to try out Five Nights at Freddy's because I always imagined it to be boring, but I thought, you know what, when I'm tipsy, maybe it will actually scare me. And then Minox gifted it to me. And I tried it for the first time on stream. I played it for, what, like an hour or two? Maybe not even. I don't remember how long exactly. And it was so boring that I just stopped. That's all I ever played of Five Nights at Freddy's. And then I've also watched Rainali's streams where he played like the newest one. Or like one of the newest ones. So that's all I know from the games, from like seeing them myself. Oh, it's Shadow. But I have looked up the whole lore on the internet because it is surprisingly deep and interesting. I'm not lying. I'm not joking. The Five Nights at Freddy's lore is fucking... It goes deep and dark. But I'm not like a super fan or anything. I just find it interesting, okay? My friend, on the other hand, is an actual fan. Hello, Princess! Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm not doing extremely well. Like, not mentally, but like I'm just a little sick. But other than that, I'm good. Thank you so much. How about you? And welcome. Yeah, but my friend is an actual fan, and when we watched it, I kind of, sort of, was like, the whole time, you know. There were cool scenes, there were unnecessary scenes. Going through tooth pain, I hope it's gonna go away soon. Tooth pain is ill. I'm so sorry. Tea with honey is the best. So yeah, we were like together watching it, and I was thinking the whole time, yeah, this is okay, this is fine. Some scenes were actually cool, some were like completely unnecessary. Like, for example, that whole like storyline with like the family drama or whatever. I'm not gonna say any specifics, like it's a very new movie. Let's say when Monday gets here, I'm calling my dentist. Yeah, please do that. God. Fuck. Sorry. Yeah, like the whole beginning, where like it's about this main dude's family drama and whatever, and then also throughout the movie, like way too much in my opinion. And I was like, I don't care about any of that. Like, the movie is 100 minutes long, I think, like 1 hour 20. Which is already kind of a long-ish runtime for a movie based on Five Nights at Freddy's, in my opinion. But okay, sure. But then it spends the first 20 minutes, I'm not kidding you, I actually checked, the first 20 minutes just kind of digging around. Like, we don't get to see, like, the actual location until 20 minutes into the movie. And my thought was just like, you could have cut all of that out, made the story, or like rewritten it to make it less and actually more focused on like the actual stuff that the movie is about, you know? And it would have been just as interesting or maybe even better. So yeah, these are the kinds of things I was thinking all the time. Also, another thought I had was like, as soon as you start thinking about the movie, it completely falls apart. Like, for example, early on in the movie it says that this location, this like pizza place or whatever it is, This like it's been left there for like 20 years, and it's just standing there. And then later on, we discover that people have been disappearing there. So my thought is, how the fuck is that thing still standing then? Like, you know? So many things also make zero sense. So it left me with a very meh feeling. I didn't hate it. It was fine. It was very like PG-13. It's a PG-13 movie, and you can feel it. Like, some of the things are so like catered to younger audiences that it's so obviously catered to younger audiences. But even that I could live with, you know. It is the target demographic after all. It's fine. I can live with that. But what I cannot really live with are these like unnecessary padding and this weird family drama that I didn't care about, you know, that kind of stuff. And then at the end it was over, and I talked to her, and she was like, "Yeah, I liked it. It's a solid 7 from me." So I asked her why. And yeah, she basically like, yeah, thank you so much for following, Princess, by the way. This pain been going on for 3 days. I've been using clove oil to numb it. Oh, damn. Wait, for 3 days? It is Saturday. Why didn't you go to the dentist yesterday? Love your outfit. Very glad to meet you. Thank you so much. I like it too. And yeah, and she basically just said, yeah, she liked what they did with the story. It was interesting to see. She loved seeing like all these animatronics in like live action, which, by the way, I have to agree, that was kind of it still feels surreal, because we've seen them for like for the past 10 years all over the internet, but only in this animated form. To see them in live action and they actually look really good was so surreal. But yeah, from what I gather, for her it was more like about the rather, I don't know, superficial things that she just liked, and she just kind of like didn't really pay attention to the things that I didn't like. And I feel like that's a thing that the fanbase in general kind of agrees on. Like, from what I've seen on the internet is like that people who aren't really fans of the franchise, like me, didn't really like it all that much. Like, many people say it's shit. I wouldn't go that far, but, you know, not the best thing ever. But people who are actually, like, actual fans of the franchise really liked it, apparently. And at that point, I'm just thinking, so they did everything right? Right? I mean, that movie was made for the fans, right? And the fans are satisfied, right? So, who am I to say what the movie did wrong? I still have my opinions. I still think it would have been much better if they did some things differently. But at the end of the day, the fans do love it, or like it, at least. So it's fine, right? Yeah, that's my little Five Nights at Freddy's talk. Did they use CGI or real animatronics? Honestly, if it's CGI, it's really damn good CGI. I think they were real, but I don't actually know. Didn't go because it was durable, and I usually like to wait it out to see if it goes away. I've been doing salt water rinses. Okay, that's fair. Sorry. That's fair. Oh my god, I'm talking louder again. I should stop that. I'm feeling it. Sorry. I'm so used to, like, whenever I stream, to just automatically try to be like more expressive, you know, a little louder, a little, you know, play with my voice. The thing I explained like 10 minutes ago. It's just instinct at this point that I always do that. Also when I'm on other streams. Like, remember when I was at Nell's place like a few months ago? I was at Nell's place and she was just streaming and I just hung out there. But as soon as the camera pointed at me, or as soon as I said something to the stream, immediately I switched to like this voice. It's just automatic. So yeah, I should stop that when I'm sick. I should not do that. Wait, I did not see you on Nell's stream? You did, you were there. It was a few months ago when I was just working there on my assignments. She streamed like from, she built like the set, the bunny astronaut boy, the cat boy astronaut set. And I was just sitting there. And then later on in the evening she also streamed. No, a few months ago. Yeah, that's what I mean. I haven't seen her since, so don't worry. Plus I live with my man's grandparents and they're on vacation. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see. But please call your dentist on Monday. I don't want to see you like this. I don't even know how you look. I don't even know how you sound or anything. I don't care. I don't want to see you like this. Please call your dentist. But yeah, the thing I would actually like to do today is what I did 2 weeks ago, I think, where I looked for things to potentially turn into 3D models. Because I am a 3D artist, in case you don't know. I have created things like... wait, where's my chat? There. I have created things like... wait... like this. This is on my Discord. Join my Discord if you want to see this in higher resolution, I guess. This is my latest piece, a little challenge that I gave myself. Sadly, I forgot or just didn't. I don't know why. I didn't post the wireframe pic to my Discord, but this is the front and back view. The thing I did before. We also have work in progress pics, so if you want proof that I actually did this. Anyway, this is the piece I made before that, my last like actual full project, because that other piece is more of a small challenge that I did, because it's more of like a small in-between piece, and I thought, you know what, might as well turn it into a challenge and give myself exactly 1 week to finish the whole thing start to finish. I am all things considered, I'm satisfied with it, but had I given myself more time, it could have been a little better. So the camera is my last like so far my last it's just like a month ago. My last like actual proper project, and I think you can immediately see the difference in quality. I love this thing. And here we do have a wireframe. Look at how clean this looks. So yeah, I'm a 3D artist. I do these things for now for fun, hopefully at some point for a living. And I kind of want to look for inspiration and for new objects to model. But before that, do we do the embarrassing game journalism before or after that? I don't want to forget about it, that's why. Wait, let me first... promise I usually deal with pain pretty well, but this pain is like, oh my god. Yeah, exactly, it's fucking tooth pain. That's not disgusting, but like, that's horrible. So please do something about it. Yeah, a thing I'm doing, I like games, I like video games a lot. And a thing I started 2 streams ago is a thing I want to do every stream for now, as long as I can remember, or as long as I can find embarrassing moments of game journalism, is I want to show you guys embarrassing moments of game journalism. Because game journalism is embarrassing. Sadly, it's a wet fart of a joke. And there have been many embarrassing moments in gaming journalism history. We remember the 2 things I showed you in the past 2 streams, the Cuphead gameplay and the Doom 2016 gameplay. Yo, Minox! Fart. Thank you so much for gifting Princess a sub, Minox. Thank you so much. Fart. Maybe this helps a bit. Well, it helps me. I hope it also helps Princess. My desk is vibrating. Sit on it. Sit on your desk. Sorry. I'm not sus. If I could, I would hug you. Aww. I might hug you back. Depending on where you are. Anyway. Do we do the game journalism now or later? Because I have a good one today. Not so much an embarrassing one, as just one that just aged horribly. The past 2 times we just watched gameplays that were recorded before the respective games came out, Cuphead and Doom 2016, where the journalist, the person who does what they showcased in these videos for a living, and then gives their opinion on these games for a living, who could barely even get past the tutorial in Cuphead, and who looked like they were playing Doom 2016 on a controller with one hand. And even that badly. It's legitimately, it looked like these were the first games these people had ever touched. Except with Cuphead, it's not just the first game this person ever touched, because then they would have gotten through the tutorial at least still. No, it looked like the first game a 90-year-old has ever touched. It was so funny. Just a weirdo who's from Kentucky. Well, okay, I'm from Europe, so... Tease it a bit now and show in 30 minutes. Thing is, there is nothing to show. It is an old review. This one is over 20 years old, and it's something to read. But... yeah, this one is not embarrassing. It wouldn't even be all that, like, notable, if not for a very interesting fact. Ew, reading. Don't worry, it's not too much, and I will read it for you, don't worry. Also, what do you mean ew reading? I like reading. What's your problem with reading? Fuck you. I see from the gift thing you speak German. I know some. I plan on learning the full language. Yo, let's go. I could help you. Yes, I speak German natively and Russian. And yeah, I also happen to speak English. Go figure. God, sorry. Anyway, let's... Okay, we got it. Sorry. No! One of the things I had left open... Stop copying me. I coughed the last 4 weeks. And I only the last 2 days. I am copying... Fuck. I have to stop. Okay, I will stop. Hello, CRJ. I gotta know this. How do you say bitch in German? I wanna annoy my man. You want me to insult you? That costs money. Beg for it. Hello, Flip. I overslept. Yeah, did you sleep well? And hello, Flip. Okay, Princess. Bitch in German is Schlampe. So let us dive into this. I just woke. Ew, you're woke. How are you doing, Flip? And CRJ. And everyone, honestly, how are you doing? So last time, I left a few tabs open. What have you been up to? CRJ, Flip, what? And both of you and both of you just woke up. Interesting. Nice, nice, princess, nice. So last time we left a few tabs open that I was strongly considering doing in the future. This looks like a very interesting object to turn into 3D, and I still stand by that. I'm still scared of like the actual texturing here. But I feel like it's something I could work around, so I will actually still leave this open. I quickly want to go through the ones that I left open last time. This still looks very interesting. The only negative is that I only have this perspective. I would have to find this exact model, which shouldn't be too hard, right? From more perspectives, because this is not really enough reference to do the whole thing. I only had about 5 hours of sleep, but it was very deep. So deep, my back is now hurting because I didn't find a comfortable position. Oh. Why is everyone feeling like shit these days? What's up with that? I am sick, kind of sick. Princess has tooth pain. Minox is coughing. CRJ has back pain. What is going on? Sewing machine toy. I thought it looked a bit odd. True, it is a sewing machine toy. I didn't even realize. But yeah, true. So yeah, this looks interesting. Hello, Acid. So we also have this. Oh, it's another one. Honestly, I think this one actually looks more interesting than this one. This one looks like your standard sewing machine, and it looks like something you would expect. This one looks very different, and that's what makes it better to me. Because different feels more creative, feels more... It stands out more, you know? I like that. So honestly, I will actually close this one. This is the tab that was still open, that when I opened the browser, this tab was open, and apparently the article that I had saved here isn't available anymore. That's a huge shame. So I guess we will also close this one. I'm about to pop some paracetamol though. Good luck. Good luck with your pain. I also managed to hurt my back standing up from the toilet earlier. What? How? What? Tell me about it. It's like lions, tigers, and bears. Hang on, the real machine is hand cranked as well. I thought they were always either automated or pedal operated. Don't you need both hands to feed the work through the machine? Actually true. Actually true. I mean... Oh, how it worked. Let's take a quick look at how it worked.
Machine going. Sometimes if you have stopped your last treadling just with...
It is with a pedal.
Going, but sometimes if you've stopped with the lever either all the way backwards or all the way forwards, there's no more way to push to get that going again, so you'll have to... hands free to handle the work as you sew, so is...
Yeah, it turns on its own.
Once you get the hang of it.
Or it doesn't. I guess, but this one doesn't have the handle.
My friend Constance how to treadle a little while ago. Constance, who is
I don't know. I don't know, CRJ. Hello, Proxima, welcome. I'm sorry, I would love to repeat your very loud yo. Also, don't scream at me, what the hell? But my throat is hurting and I shouldn't do that. Yeah, I don't know, CRJ. If you're interested, you can look into that, but I'm not gonna do that on stream. Maybe you just need 3 hands. Yeah, actually true. Yeah, maybe. Oh, right, Geiger counters. Oh, wait, no, this is like an army, like, field telephone. And this one, I still like it. It looks very interesting. And the one thing I still don't like about it is that most of it is just one material. But honestly, the whole thing has such an interesting shape that I might still do it. I will leave this one open, definitely. I like it. I really do. This one looks so interesting. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Also, like, very detailed shots here. That's good. That's really good. Such an interesting object. That sewing machine looks beautiful. I love stuff like that. I love Victorian style too. Style stuff too. I like Victorian style stuff too. It's just that, yeah, I'm looking at it more from a perspective of would I want to put this on my professional 3D model to portfolio? This is a yes. The other sewing machine we saw is also a yes. But both of these are sewing machines after all, so, you know, it's very little variety in that regard, and this one just looks more interesting, or more like less standard. So that's the perspective I'm looking at it from. And same with this like field phone. I have personally in my life I have never seen anything like this before. I like the shape. I like how like the shape like keeps like oh god. The overall shape is very simple. It's like a box, but there is a lot going on. Look, you have these three like indents, or however I'm supposed to call it. I don't know. I'm missing the vocabulary. The phone itself looks very interesting and different. It has like this interesting thing going on here. Like it kind of sticks out, and so does this. You know, it has interesting stuff going on, and I like that. Structural reinforcement. Yes. Annoyingly, my mom threw out her vintage Singer sewing machine. Was old enough, the electric motor was retrofit. Damn. Why did she throw it away? Why wouldn't she at least, like, sell it? What's this again? Oh, right, this thing. This thing is huge. Honestly, I don't think I would do this one. It would look good as part of a bigger scene, but just on its own I wouldn't do this one. Oh, sorry. Not much fine detail? I guess... I don't even know why. It just looks... I don't know. It just looks too big. I don't know. I can't really explain it. For some reason, I either want to do like smaller scale props, maybe like up to like weapon size maybe, you know? Because my next prop will be a weapon. Or if it's something big like this, then like as part of like a whole scene. Yeah. It looks cool though. I actually kind of like it. But it just feels too big. Is that the... I don't know what my problem with it is. But I just don't feel it for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I will close this one too. Ah, this is... Fuck off! This is the one we did. This is the unique handmade repurposed vintage Geiger counter lamp with 2 USB charging slots. God damn it. Yes, it is a one of a kind. It looks so interesting. It used to be a Geiger counter. This is all the reference I used to create that thing. I didn't have any other images to go off of, so these are all the ones I used. It looks really interesting. I really like this one. And a thing I like doing is actually hiding little Easter eggs in my models. So, for this one, I actually... I don't think anyone has noticed, but this thing, the real one, has like... Oh god. Oh. Yeah, it has like this number here. In this case, it's a 113. I looked at different ones. I looked at this exact model. I was curious how like the actual Geiger counter looked back in the day. And I looked at a few different ones, and while the texture was always the same, I think at least, I didn't pay too much attention to it. What I noticed is that this number was always different, so it's like a serial number or something. So I turned it into a... I don't know if you can see it, but it's a 3101, which is actually my birthday, the 31st of January. So whenever possible, I do like to hide these little Easter eggs that prove that it is actually mine. Random thought you could model an Enigma machine. Phoebe has actually suggested that last time, and I looked at ArtStation, and that thing has been done a million times. I want to be somewhat creative with it. I want to be somewhat original. This is a thing, it is a one-of-a-kind thing that I found on this random site that I had never heard of before. From the get-go, I knew nobody has ever done this in 3D, which was already good. And then the thing itself also looks really interesting, and it looks like, what is this? How does this work? And whatever, you know? It looks interesting to look at, in my opinion. So for me, it was very clear that I want to do this. With the Enigma machine, while that thing does look very interesting and cool, it is a thing that everyone has done already, and by default turns me off because of that. You're very talented doing these designs. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a 3D artist trying to get a job. Please hire me, ooh. Oh my goodness. We'll come to that later. I want to go through all the remaining tabs today. But yeah, anyway, this is the one I've already done, so I will close it. The Z1. Oh, I also had this one open. This is a really interesting looking weapon. But I will leave it open. I like it. I like the design. But my next project will already be a weapon. Not this one, but it will already be a shooting weapon. So this will definitely also not be the project after the next one, because I do want to have some variety. But it looks really cool and I like it a lot. And it's not a 3D model, it's just concept art, which is even better. I hope by the time I get to this, nobody has done it. Zeus 1? Wait. Things, CRJ, modeling this thing would actually be pretty easy, because as you can see, like looking at just like, for example, one of these like segments here, you see where, yeah, you see where my mouse is. Let's look at just this segment, for example, and you see it's just like this exact same thing copied, like it's here 8 times. So you do one and you copy it 7 times. And not just that, you can actually see that there is just one thing, it's like kind of flat, and then it goes down like 3, 4, 5 times, I think. So you actually copy it, no wait, you copy it down twice, and then down there it looks a little different. Then you create this and copy it down once more. So basically this whole segment is just 2 unique pieces copied over and over again. And this one, for example, looks the same, and this one does too. So honestly, creating this thing wouldn't be the most difficult thing ever. It's just a lot of tedious copy pasting. It still looks fucked up though. Careful, these mechanical elements store data in a... Sorry. What's the Z1? Oh, that is the Z1! Yeah, fuck that thing. What kind of computer is that? I've never seen it before. I'm running out of tea. One of the first computers. Oh, interesting. Another field phone. Yeah, already I like the other one more. I'll close this one. Oh, a boombox! Honestly, it looks cool and stuff, but the shape isn't very interesting. It's literally just a box. And the things that are protruding and, like, you know, changing up the shape a little aren't, like, all that crazy. You know, you have a little slope here, you have a few cylinders here. It's like you have another box in the front. You know, it's not much effort to model. And modeling is the most fun part for me. And this one would be completely dependent on the texture work, so bye. Z1 was the first freely... Sorry. First freely programmable computer in the world that used Boolean logic and binary floating point numbers. However, it was unreliable in operation. Okay, interesting. Yeah, fuck that thing. This is not the thing I would do because this is already a 3D modeler, of course. This is more of a placeholder for, like, concepts of gaming consoles. Because this clearly is a mix between the... What did I say last time? Like, it kind of looks like a mix between the SNES and the Atari 2600. So it is a really cool, like, concept of a console. And this is more of a placeholder for that. I wanted to look into that a bit more, but I haven't. Into, like, you know, interesting looking console concept art. So I'll leave it open. This, what the fuck is this? Streaming Autodesk Maya student Twitch. Yeah, I was looking into... am I allowed to stream Maya? No, I'm not. Not the student version, at least. Oh, right. Wolfenstein 2 fan art. I was looking into video game weapons that I could maybe remodel. At which point I thought, wait, why would I do that? These models already exist. They are in the game. Then I wanted to look into unused concept art of models for video games. And that's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm not going to say which one exactly. I think I have already said it in the past. But I'm not gonna do it now, because I have actually tried to look into it, and I think I would be the first one to actually do that one. It isn't a concept that exists in an art book of a rather famous game that has never actually made it into the game. It's literally just that one concept art from... I mean, the weapon ended up in the game, but that specific concept art was from a much earlier stage in game development when they thought the game would be going into a very different direction, so the concept looks very different from the final weapon. So I want to do that next. So I'll actually close this one, because this was also more of a placeholder to remind me of looking into, like, concept weapons. What's this? Oh, boat! Yeah, this is also more of a placeholder to look into boats, because that could actually be interesting. But also with boats, I feel like they're pretty big. This would be like a big project. I mean, just look at this thing. But something I definitely don't want to forget about. I do kind of want to make a boat at some point, just not anytime soon. Like one of these rundown boats, kind of like here, with like a few things still in there, you know, making it alive. Anyway, this might be cool to model. Huh. Right off the bat, already what I don't like about it in terms of modeling and texturing is that there are only 2 materials. Maybe 3, like there are like 2 different metals, I guess. 4 if we want to be like really, like, you know. We also have like this more rusty metal that's here, and like these screws. Okay, we have 4 different materials, 3 of which are somewhat similar looking metals. The object itself looks very interesting though, but in terms of, like, you know, materials, it just doesn't offer much variety. What is this? Chainsaw was actually invented to cut bone. That I knew, and this one, this is the original chainsaw. That looks so interesting. Damn. Could you imagine? So yeah, interesting model, but in terms of texturing, it just doesn't have enough variety in materials. I was thinking variety of shape. Ideally, both. Like, a variety of shape because I like modeling. That's my favorite part. I want to have sort of a challenge when modeling because I want to spend as much time with that part as possible because, again, that's my favorite part. But variety of material to, you know, actually be able to put it on my portfolio and make it look cool. Yeah, same thing. This is just two materials. We got like this metal and the glass. It looks cool. But it just doesn't offer much in terms of materials again. I would totally do it if someone paid me for it, you know? It looks cool, I like it. But it's not something I would put on my portfolio as a, like, free time project. Holy shit. Can't I click on the images to make them bigger? It's hard to find one with more than one picture, that's also fair. Also, show me what you like and I'll tell you what's wrong with it. No, why don't I... I kinda like this, but I think I know why. Same thing. These are different colors, yes, but the material itself is the same. It's some sort of metal that was just painted over. It's literal paint. It's just paint. Different colors, yes, but the same material. And then, of course, we have metal, rubber, and stuff. Okay, wait. This one is also kind of huge, though. Also with a lot of, like, small details. This one would take a while to create. This is a big project. And right now, I just don't feel like doing such massive projects. But at the same time, I don't know why, but I don't really feel this one, but I can't even say why. God, let me go heat up some more water. My throat is starting to hurt again. There's also another angle in the data, in the data, literally 1984. I don't see what you mean. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's actually still the shape, which is like, you know, it has variety inside of it. You know, there is a lot going on in there, but the silhouette itself looks pretty much the same from all sides. Maybe it's that. That the silhouette itself doesn't look as interesting, that could be. Yeah, it's a diving bell. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel this one. A drill. Drill. Not gonna lie, at first I thought these were dildos. Right off the pictures? What? Oh. Fuck. Needs to be round shape because of the pressure. Yes, but okay, I can't find it on a quick Google search. And I honestly don't remember how it looks exactly. But in the beginning of BioShock, you step into a diving bell. And then, well, you dive down into Rapture. And then you step out of it and then you can take a look at it. I forgot how it looks. Did it look more interesting? I don't remember, honestly. So I wanted to look it up. But yeah, I think what bothers me is the silhouette. Which kind of looks same from all sides. Yeah. If you're brave enough. Oh wait, I didn't realize I wasn't showing you what I was looking at. But yeah, if you're brave enough. And I am the sus one. Holy shit, what a link. We know that our local duck is very sus. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what this is. It looks very cool. But it doesn't look like much effort to model. Because in the end, what is there in terms of modeling? There is the box below, there are 2 cylinders here. There are a few more cylinders here. And another few boxes in the back. Like in terms of modeling, this is, I don't know. Okay, and a little bit more here, but you know, not much. Like, in terms of modeling, this thing is, what, like 2 hours of work, maybe? I don't know. Just, like, speaking out of my ass here, but not much. Which already makes me dislike it more. Because modeling is my favorite part, and I want to have more work modeling. But yeah, I could do this if you pay me. An ornate bomb chest of drawers could be an interesting challenge. I dug up a good one. You see, that's not something you would model, that's something you would sculpt. And that is also something I can do, but it is not my main expertise and not something I would want to do in the future. But it is something I can do. Zoom in on the vacuum tubes? What? You mean on the previous one? There is not much to zoom in on though. I can't go any closer than this. At least not on the side itself. Aww. Like control scrolling, like the zooming also changes the image. No, I can't go any bigger. No. This is as big as it gets, and I don't see a lot going on in there. I don't know what you mean, CRJ. I mean, of course, this is something to do, yeah. Looks very tedious, but yeah, this is something to do, but this is not something I would be doing, because it's inside. Not zoom in, at least pay attention to all the detail in the tubes. A lot is going on in them. But I don't see it. Well, yeah, now this one, yeah, I guess. But, okay. Look, let me let me pull out something. One second, give me a minute. I need to do something. Okay, so look at this. This is a car that I made. One of the cars that I made. I think it looks pretty good. Also, as I tend to do, I like to hide little Easter eggs in them. So actually, the image is too low res, but you can't really read it. But this light actually says Jenny. Cool little Easter egg, but not the only one in this car. Anyway, this is the car that I made. Looks cool, right? But one detail about this car is very intricate, and it's the rims. Here's the back view, by the way, with another little Easter egg. The license plate also says Jenny. Same thing with the rims. They look very intricate. Because they are. I modeled the whole thing myself. This, I can also show you the wireframe if you want, but I modeled this. This is very intricate. Kinda like the inside of the tubes. But the thing is, everything around it also happened to be a modeling challenge, and not just a box with a few cylinders, you know what I mean? So, that's kind of my problem with it. Like, if something is intricate, that doesn't mean it has to be the only interesting thing in terms of modeling. This is the one what's going on. Interesting. But still, my point stands. An interesting piece doesn't have to be the only interesting piece. In terms of modeling, of course, again, the thing itself, it looks cool. I actually like how it looks. I would actually put it somewhere. I don't know. I like it. It looks decorative. I don't actually know what it is for. But it looks decorative. It looks cool. I like it. But in terms of modeling itself, it's literally just a box with a few cylinders. Maybe model a single tube cut open like that. Yo, wait, you're onto something here. That could be something. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave this open. That is a genius idea. I like that one. Yeah. But yeah, moving on. Boat. What's this? Oh yeah, I was looking for... so I actually wanted to model something like... We all know Wolfenstein, right? Especially the later games, like the newest ones, are like very futuristic in a way, where you like fight cyborgs and robots and shit, but very retro at the same time, because they take place in like the 60s, in an alternative future, where the Nazis won the war. So it is futuristic, but it's also retro. It is retro-futuristic. Yes, that's what it's actually called. And so I thought I have a lot of nostalgia for Russian culture. I know, maybe a bad thing to say nowadays, I don't care. I have a lot of nostalgia for Russian or generally Slavic culture. And I wanted to do something like that, so I was trying to look into like Soviet retrofuturism, but all I found were like things like this, which looks interesting, but like shape-wise, there isn't much going on, you know? So yeah. And that's the case with all of these. There is just not much going on. Russian retrofuturism. Ooh, hello. Actually, fuck no. Yeah, I was looking at more interesting pieces of Soviet retrofuturism, but even so, this is still nah. Atomic heart concept. This is where I started looking into cut content to see if there are any like concept arts that I could adapt. Which again, I found something. I found a weapon, a beautiful weapon that I will turn into a 3D model. But it's not from Atomic Heart. And why was I looking into Atomic Heart? Because that is basically what Soviet retrofuturism is. It takes place in an alternative Russia, kind of retro, kind of futuristic, kind of like Wolfenstein in a way. So yeah, I was looking into that. Ooh, coffee grinder! Oh my god, my throat. Wait, what's this? Let me get my tea. Throat goat? More like throat fuck no. I don't know what I'm saying. This looks interesting. Off the bat, I would have said no, but it's actually a toy. It's not a giant spaceship, it's a toy. Which makes it more interesting. But I can't help but... Materials! That's what it is. I was trying to think of what bothers me, but yeah, it's materials. It's actually just one material with different colors. Arguably two materials, because the base looks a bit more reflective, more yeah, shiny, I guess. But it's just two materials with different colors. So yeah, sadly, no. Well, yeah, it's plastic. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm more into pipe organs than you are. This is a lot of copy-pasting. So much so that it actually takes out... I mean, I would do it for money. I wouldn't mind, honestly. If someone paid me to do this, I would totally do it. I would put on a movie on the side and just keep, like, create, like, two boxes, you know, a white and a black one, and just keep copy-pasting them. I don't mind, I don't care. But for a portfolio piece, it's a no. There are a lot of similar elements, but also a lot of kind of similar elements. But also a lot of kinds of similar elements. Well, yeah, I see that, like, for example, these ones look different than these ones, you know? But it is still a ton of copy-pasting. Also, these ones, these bottom ones, of course, look different than all of these ones. But at the same time, all of these are still, at least from this picture, look the same. So it's still a lot of copy-pasting. And even if they aren't exactly the same, it's a lot of copy-pasting and slightly adjusting. So, you know, I would put on a movie and just do it. I don't care, but not for a portfolio piece. Same thing here. This is just a lot of copy-pasting, which is just, for me personally, it's just not interesting to model this. Like, the table, it's like the base, the table with, like, the wheels and, like, this is kind of interesting, but that's the only interesting part for me to model, and it's only half of it, because I can just mirror it, you know? The rest is just one cylinder that I copy-paste and just, like, make shorter every time. And these things is also, it's a lot of copy-paste, which is just not very interesting to model for me. Hello, Angel. I am looking for... Wait, the Angel? Like, Angel, the person I know? I'm looking for things to turn into 3D models. Yes? Oh, hey, how are you doing? And scaling. Well, yeah. Also, that thing costs 6 grand. Moving on. What do we have here? Oh, right, coffee grinder. You see, this looks... Huh. I kind of like this one. But it... I feel like now I want to move on to more challenging things, and this, while I do think it looks interesting, I don't think it provides as much of a modeling challenge as I would like. Yeah. But vintage coffee grinders is something I could be looking into. That sounds like an interesting idea. That's cheap. I'm just fine, just being a little sick as well. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. But, being a little sick, I hope you feel better soon too. You search for stuff that wasn't already made? Well, not necessarily, but ideally. Stuff that looks interesting and that wasn't... Yeah, that wasn't really made before. And I mean, I already have at least 2 pieces that haven't been made before. So it is definitely weirdest retro-futuristic concepts. So it is definitely possible to find something like that. Like, for example, this weapon, I don't think anyone has ever done in 3D. Let's actually check it out based on this concept art. Yeah, oh, wait. See, it's literally only that one thing. So this is something I could turn into 3D, and I would be the first one to adapt this in 3D. So it is definitely possible to find something like that, so for now, this is my standard. Something that nobody has done before. Send it to you in WhatsApp, wait. You didn't send me anything. Wanting a lot of different... It doesn't have a lot of different materials, but it has... I don't know. Look, this thing, for example, also doesn't have a lot of different materials. But there is sort of a balance. You see, like this... Let's just say this... Oh god, wait, let me... Can I... Wait, which one is it? Wait. Ah, there it is. The message, I mean. Okay, I turned the plugin off. Okay, look. This, let's call this... let's call this metal. This is also metal, but a different one could just as well be plastic. I don't know. But, like, these two materials are somewhat... They are different. Also, it's kind of a futuristic weapon, so I feel like I'm more forgiving, I don't know, because futuristic concepts don't exist anyway, I don't know. Anyway, these are two materials and they're almost like, they have almost like a 50-50 spread across the model. So it already breaks it up almost like evenly, you know? Which is nice, and it's still like, here we have this one, here we have this one, here we have this one again, here this one again, you know? It already creates somewhat of a change. And then we also have this, that's orange, right? This orange stuff, like these cables and stuff. Like somewhere in between, like a little bit also up here. Back here also a little bit. And then we have this visor, you know? This is also not a ton of materials. This is like 3 or 4 different ones as well. Which is something I have criticized in other models. But there is a balance. There is never too much of just one at once. In contrary, for example, to the coffee grinder that I just closed. This one is mainly just this white-ish paint. Which, I mean, this also, like, only has, what, 3 or 4 materials? I can't really see what this is here on the bottom, but let's just assume this is... Okay, this is, let's say, this rusty metal. The same one that is here on the wheel. Then we have this metal that's inside, which could be the same one, just like, you know, very dusty, but it could be something else. So let's just say it's something else. I think it's not, but let's just say it's something else. Then we have this wooden handle, and we have the paint. That is also just 4 materials, and the vast majority of the thing is just the white paint. That is a point of criticism. But not because it is just 4 materials, but because the balance is just not really there. Most of it is just this white stuff. God. Whereas here, there is more of a balance, if you see what I mean. Of course, with my latest piece, it's also not... Okay, there are, like, actually many different materials. We have this type of metal, we have this, like, chrome, we have the cable, we have this cable, we have this plastic USB stuff. We have this, like, painted, whatever, lacquered painted metal. We have, like, this different shiny plastic. We have also a different kind of metal. Like, there is a lot going on in terms of materials. But still, the bulk of it is the body. It's this box, which is all the same. But it's still broken up a lot by these different materials that, you know, are in all these different spots, and it just doesn't feel like it's mostly just one material. On the backside, it kind of does. Which is why I like this render less, and I honestly, I mainly included it because of the sticker and because of the power outlet, inlet, whatever, the power thingy. If not for these two elements, I would have only made a render from this side. I feel like I was trying to make a point, but I forgot. I hope you understand what I mean somewhat. So it's not just about having many materials. I don't want like 10 different materials just for the sake of it. It could also just be, I don't know, let's say 3, but it has to have a balance. And if it doesn't have that, then at least it has to have like a very interesting shape, like that one thing I made. Wait, let me show you. I actually don't like this texturing very much anymore. It was the first thing I had ever done in Substance Painter, and just the one day after I had first seen the software for the first time ever. So considering that, I kind of like it, but other than that, I don't really. I kind of want to remake this, but by remake I mean I will use the same model, but I will remake the texturing, and that will actually be my next project before I start on the weapon. Anyway. This has 2 different materials. This bronze stuff and the more like silvery, like rusty stuff. That's just 2 materials. But first up, it gets broken up nicely here and here, you know, and here. There is some variety. But also the shape of this thing looks so interesting that by default you're kind of willing to forgive the low amount of different materials. Do you see what I mean? The thing itself looks interesting enough to justify only having 2 materials. So it's not just about the amount of materials, it's also about like how that thing looks. You can get away with a very low amount of materials if the object itself looks so interesting that that alone is already enough to, you know, draw people in and make them want to look at it. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Let me first check out what Angel said. Angel. Okay, what Angel sent me is the Time Machine from the 1960 movie? It is 1960, nice. So, Angel sent me... Oops. Wait. Oh. I didn't switch to just chatting. I just turned off. Anyway, Angel sent me this. No. First up, I am sure it has been done a million times. Secondly, no. Sorry, but no. Why? It's a huge project. This is doable. I could do this. But it's just... I kind of want to... Right now, I just don't want to make something that is as... as big as this. Suggest a PCB, except that there is an obvious cheat there. CAD packages can export 3D models anyway. Skip my hurdy-gurdy link. Wait, what? Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, see? Here, the main part of it is wood. Wood in different colors, but still just wood. But it gets broken up nicely by the texturing, by different materials here in between, like the plastic and metal stuff. Holy shit, there is a whole ass head on the end. It gets broken up nicely. This is something I like, even though it only has, let's say, 4 different materials. 5, let's say 5. Are arguably 6 if you want to make this wood and this one different, but whatever. It's actually more than... Anyway, on the first glance I thought 3, but it's actually more than 3, but whatever. It doesn't look like it has a lot of materials going on. But it still looks very interesting because of how it gets broken up. That's also something, you know, it's hard to explain. I'm so bad at it. I hope I'm not too bad I hope I'm not as bad as I think I am, but I think I'm very bad at explaining these things. But I hope you're starting to get my idea of an interesting looking object. But this is a no. I'm not really feeling this one. Like all these little stars in here. I mean, this is just texturing work, but I could... I don't know. I could do this one. This one would be fun. I just don't feel it right now as a personal project. But I would totally do it for fun, in general. What's this? That's just a drum set. Permanent. That's just a drum set. Oh, I'm distracted and just looking at cool drums now. Another one. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a hand crank guitar keyboard comb. And I bought some cymbals. I blame you. Okay, Permanent, it's my fault. Please return it and send me the money instead. Someone say my name? Say my name, say my name. Hey Maddie, how are you doing? I'm trying to be more quiet today because my throat kind of hurts. I'm a little sick. But how are you today? I'm sure somebody with bad acne would not consider the texturing interesting, so not everything with texturing is interesting. I don't mean it like that! Also, what the fuck is this name, sir? Fuck. I shouldn't laugh at this. Sorry. That's not what I mean, Royal Sig. Also, hello, Royal Sig. Also, thank you so much.
I'm great, thanks, YOLO 57 love.
Thank you so much for the resub, Maddie. And it's great to hear that you're great. But yeah, Royal Sig, that's not what I mean. I don't care about the face texture of someone with acne. That's not really what I'm looking for right now. I'm not a character artist. I'm a hard surface artist, okay? What exactly are you looking for? Textures or patterns or shapes? All of the above. I'll actually leave this one open. I like this. Weird retro-futuristic concepts. Yeah, I was really trying to find something retro-futuristic. In the end, I think I actually kind of did with the Geiger counter. Not really retro-futuristic, so to say, but it is retro, and someone turned it into a modern object. So actually, kind of, I kind of did what I wanted without realizing. But yeah. Ooh, Soviet binoculars. Yeah, that's when I was still looking into Soviet stuff. But yeah, binoculars could be something if they looked any more interesting. But just like that, it's just not enough, you know? There's not enough going on for me. Sci-fi melee weapons ideas, swords and sci-fi. Okay. Yola language. Oh, I got distracted and looked into languages. I like languages, okay? Holy shit. Yeah, same thing here that I tried to explain with my weapon that I made in the past. Material-wise, there is not a lot going on, but the shapes themselves, like the model itself, looks so interesting that it still draws your eye in, and you're still looking at, you still kind of want to see everything and look at everything, and it still looks interesting. So, you know, if there is too little of one of them, like, not too little, but like if there is little of one of them, the other ones have to make up for it. In this case, the model itself makes up for the lack of materials. Buying a symbol for 380 euros and I'm going to also look at some more tomorrow. What the fuck, Permanent? Can you give me 380 euros too? Wait, 12-month gifted sub, what? What do you mean 12-month gifted sub? Angel, you don't have to send me these things on WhatsApp, you know that, right? You can also send them here. What kind? So Gen Money might have to wait. Enjoy your symbol. Can you actually play? Hello Venimal, how's it going? My left hand is an interesting shape as I've broken most of the... What the fuck, Royal Sig? I'm still not a character artist. But at the same time, what the fuck? How? Why? What's that link? Oh, guitars. I've done a guitar in the past. Just not like high poly, just like as part of like a bigger like low poly scene. And also to help someone practice, we made a guitar together. And that one was more high poly. Oh wait, I'm not showing what I'm... sorry. This one looks cool. I hate that I can't just... oh, I can, never mind. I don't like how small these images are. Actually, they do have like very like close-ups. That's good. Holy shit. I'll leave this open. I like this. Thank you. Permanent gifted 12 months to Maddie. When? Where? I don't see that. I only see that Maddie resubbed. You would think, but actually broken bones don't seem to... I've never had a broken bone, luckily. I don't want to find out. But if you say so. I'm good, sounds like you have a cold. Yes, I do. And glad to hear that you're good. I used to do full contact martial arts before I joined the army, so broken a lot. Holy shit, that sounds painful though. Damn. I want to see a nice armor. Pay me and I'll make it for you. Speaking of, let me click on your link, but please, like, if I'm on stream, please don't send me links on WhatsApp. I cannot open them on stream that way, okay? Oh, we already have a sewing machine. We already have this one, which looks really interesting and cool. A bit related to guitars. God, can't I copy paste image? Oh God. 1 second. Minox? Are you okay? E-guitars are sometimes called battle. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Wait, Permanent actually gave Maddie a 12-month? But when? How did I not see that? Why is that blonde guy behind you? What's your problem with Daddy? Also, yeah, put some respect on Mr. Hogan's name, for real. Based on the sub-message, it was 2 months ago. Oh, because my message was just, Fanboy Drumming is subbing... no, my message is in German, but I'm translating it. Fanboy Drumming subbed on tier 1. This person has already been subbed for 2 months and is now for the 2nd consecutive month, or something like that. I don't see, like, Permanent's name at all. To me, it just looks like the 2nd month that Maddie is subbing. So yeah, thank you so much, Permanent. That's insane. What the fuck? God, I can't. Thank you so much, Permanent. That's insane. What the fuck? Now I see where your money for me went. You know what? Let me actually get rid of WhatsApp Web for the remainder of the stream. Okay. While we're here, by the way, while we have so many people here right now, I can do our embarrassing game journalism moment. Let me get the tab here, because I actually prepared it beforehand. Okay. But yeah, thank you so much, Permanent. That's crazy. Also, fit check. I think you infected me, Jen. Starting to get a cough here too. Well, then go away. From me, physically. Stay in the stream. Wednesday fit nice. Yes, it's Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah, I promised I would be back with like an actual outfit this time, because I've wanted to do that for a while. But then I got sick and I wanted to do something simple, and this is, I think, the only dress that I have that is very easy to put on, and that I've only worn once. I don't have any dresses that I've never worn. So it was an easy pick. But yeah, but I wanted to do something different with it, like at least spice it up a little bit, so I did the fishnet things and like this, to spice it up a little. But yes, it is the Wednesday dress. It's Wednesday, I need to go. Why? Stay here. Anyway, look. Good fit, though I'm not so sure about the footwear. CRJ, I'm sick, and that footwear keeps my feet warm. And it has the double function of hiding them. So, you know, if you want to unlock them, do it in my DMs. I will send you the price. Are you planning to do something special on Halloween? I will stream, and I will stream a horror game again, because I haven't done that in a while. Also, actually, actually, the horror stream the Halloween stream will be my next stream, right, on Tuesday, yeah. I will start earlier, and that is to give me more time to make the stream longer. So I will start 2 hours early, and we will play some horror games. At least one, maybe more than one, I don't know. If that one happens to be like very short, maybe also start another one, you know. And I haven't decided which one yet, but I have a selection of like 4 or 5 games that I'm considering, and I will just play whichever I will feel like on that day. And that's also why I'm not telling you which games are up for choice right now, because I wanna do which one I feel like on that day, in that moment. Not let someone else decide for me right now, and then, you know, in 3 days I won't even be in the mood for that specific game anymore. I don't want that. At least not this time, okay? Wikifeet when? As soon as someone slides in my DMs, pays the price, and leaks them. Hey, it's not Wednesday, you tricked me. But it is Wednesday. Wednesday is sitting right here. The Wednesday, it is the Wednesday. What it is? It's not the day Wednesday, yes, but I didn't trick you. I think you have me confused with Amoya. Anyway, look. And then I don't need to leave. Yay! Anyway, look. Something I started 2 streams ago, and something that I want to do every stream now. Can you do Wednesday dance, Jen? No, I cannot dance for shit. Maybe I should learn it by the time I wear this one again. Oh yeah, by the way, cosplay too. I will definitely wear something. I don't know what yet. I don't know at all. Sorry to disappoint. Just check back in on Tuesday and you will see. Tuesday is Halloween, Wednesday is All Saints Day. What's All Saints Day? I don't think I've ever heard of that. New goal dance lessons? Look. I keep forgetting to put up a new goal. But I actually do want to have a new goal for something that is very important to me personally. And that, I'm afraid, is more important for me than dance lessons. But those can be next. I would, but I have a shift till 22 this time. Oh, I will still be streaming at 22, I think. Halloween is an abbreviation of All Hallows Eve. Yeah, well, yeah, that's I know. That much I know. Anyway, look. 2 streams ago, I started showing you embarrassing moments in video game journalism history. I showed you that. If you know, you know that embarrassing Cuphead gameplay where a journalist, someone who plays and reviews games for a living, or at least did at the time, I don't know what they're up to now, tried to play Cuphead before release to show us players the first, what was it, 20 or 30 minutes of the game, and could just barely get past the tutorial. Which, the tutorial is one of those tutorials where it's just an empty stage and just tells you what to do, just so you get familiar with the controls. It doesn't have any enemies or anything. So, second thing we checked out is a similar situation, but with the 2016 Doom game, where it looked like some 90-year-old grandpa touched a game for the very first time and played it one-handed on a controller. That's literally, quite literally, what the gameplay looked like. If you've seen it last time, or if you know it in general, I think you will be able to confirm that. Embarrassing. What I want to show you this time is not embarrassing gameplay. What I want to show you this time is a text review from over 20 years ago. And it's not even all that embarrassing, it's just... Oh, I didn't even notice that he isn't in frame, wait. I just now saw. And it's not even embarrassing or anything, it's just a product of its time, let's put it like this. The game itself... So it's All Hallows Day or All Saints Day. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. It's also my birthday. Yo, let's go. And I'll check your costume out. Nice. Okay, Angel, thank you so much for stopping by and have a wonderful night and have fun. You want a horror game that you can play one-handed? I never said that. Didn't know you enjoyed horror games that much. Oh. A few come to mind. I will not name them though. Anyway. This person, Stephen Garrett, on October 5th, 2000, reviewed a game called Alien Resurrection. It is a PlayStation 1 game. In the space between the final days of the PlayStation and the launch of the PlayStation 2, no one can hear you scream. It's a PlayStation 1 game. One that, from today's perspective, and I think even back then, I'm not sure, isn't all that notable. Was it not for two things? This review and the thing this review complains about. Because this is a not all that long review, and it gave the game a 4.7. I don't know. Don't really care about the game personally. I've never played it. I've not seen much of it. It looks kind of interesting. I don't know. It's a first-person game. But what the game does wrong, apparently, is the control setup. Because the game's control setup is its most terrifying element. The left analog stick moves you forward, back, and strafes right and left, while the right analog stick turns you and can be used to look up and down. Sounds familiar to you? Yes. This game, Alien Resurrection, was one of the first games to adapt a then very new control scheme that is absolute industry standard at this point, and has been for many years. Left analog stick is movement, right analog stick is camera control, like looking around. At the time it was a very new thing, and this journalist didn't like it very much. Too often you'll turn to face a foe and find that your weapon is aimed at the floor or ceiling while the alien gleefully hacks away at your midsection. Add to the mix a few other head-scratchers, such as how the triangle button controls item and health use, and you'll be wondering how Sony let this get by without requesting a few different control configuration options. So this is not so much just an embarrassment of gaming journalism like I showed you the past two times. It's just a very interesting product of its time. Because this was a revolutionary control setup, and this game was one of the first ones to adapt that. A control scheme that is literally used today by pretty much every first-person game ever. This person didn't like it very much when it was still new. I just find it so funny. Anyway. 4.7 must be better than the movie was. That was terrible. Wait, I didn't even read further. I knew this section, but I didn't read further. But beyond the control issues, it's gruelingly hard. Whatever. Wait, what? That is, it's hard to the point where you'll spend as much time reloading your save file as you will spend playing the game. The near mythical PlayStation mouse peripheral. Do they mean like the second analog stick, like the moves? The near mythical PlayStation mouse peripheral is supposed to solve many of the game's control problems. But the 99.9% of PlayStation owners who've never even seen the device will find the game almost unplayably difficult to control and unreasonably hard to enjoy. Oh, the PlayStation did like have a mouse to make it control more like a computer game, but the 99.9% of PlayStation owners who've never even seen such a mouse will find the game almost unplayably difficult to control. That's so funny to me to read from today's perspective. Almost unplayably difficult to control. Anyway. Oh my god, there's even more! But a very different thing. Fans of console first-person shooters or the Alien film series will probably be better off waiting for Fox's recently announced Aliens Colonial Marines for the PlayStation 2. While no concrete details have been announced for the game yet, this is one instance where the unknown is preferable to the devil you know. Imagine. Anyway. So much for my little sub-series. Let's look at more models, because I do want to get through all of these today. Okay, so we left off here. Looks cool, but I don't see how that would be inspiring to me. To like do what am I supposed to do with this? Don't know. Go away. Holy fuck no. Not this one specifically, obviously this is already a 3D model, but the idea of like this retro type scale. Maybe there are some interesting ones out there. Oh wait, not even that. It's a post-apocalyptic induction charging concept. Huh. That is super interesting and creative. I don't see how I would be able to use that though. I've used a lathe similar to that one. Interesting. What the fuck? Oh, these are just like actual props from Metro Exodus. Yeah, I was also looking at Metro Exodus for inspiration, but this is nothing. Binoculars. More Metro Exodus props that I was looking at, and this looks kind of interesting, but at the same time... You know, this is what I was talking about. I would do something like this for money, and then I would put it on ArtStation, because then I can write Metro Exodus, for example, on it, and say, yo, this is from this really cool game. But as just a free time portfolio piece, I wouldn't do this, personally, so I'm gonna close this one. Or anything like this. Oh, I was also looking into CRTs. I will close this because I did look into CRTs extensively, and I didn't find any that looked very interesting or like different enough to actually model. There are some that looked interesting, but not to model, if you understand. This just says vintage Soviet era props, but what's this supposed to be? Is it like a light? Oh, it's a portable heater! Oh, you don't see it. It's a portable heater. Also, don't see how this could inspire me, so... Would you encounter copyright issues if you did that? No. I don't think I would. I mean, people are modeling like real-life objects all the time, right? So, I don't know the exact laws there. Oh my god, wait, my eye is teary again. I need to get rid of that before it destroys my eye makeup. Yeah, I don't know the exact legalities there, but I think it's fine. Gas pump? Yeah, you see, I was just looking into many different types of objects. But in the end, now looking at them, it's just like, yeah, this looks interesting, and this is something I would do as a job, where I would, like, you know, put it on my portfolio if I could write like the name of a game down there, so I could say, yo, I worked on this game, here's proof, here's what I contributed to the game. But I would not do this as just a free time project personally. And I don't see how gas pumps could look any like very different, you know what I mean? It's a gas pump after all. They all kind of look the same. So you will attract other fanboys with the CRTs. Wait, what do you mean? Thinking of getting my lashes done for Xmas this year. Yo, do it. Let's go. I would love to get permanent lashes. They look so good on everyone I've seen them on. Would be cool if you could get the gas pump to dispense chilled spirits. That would be really cool for a real life object, but I don't see how I could represent that in a prop, you know? I mean, I guess I could put like a window in there with like the different bottles and whatever, and you could make it work somehow. But yeah, that requires more like actual concept work, which I right now don't feel like. Easy as that. What's this? Oh, this is just generally... Oh yeah, Metro Exodus weapons. I was trying to find a Metro Exodus weapon that hasn't been done before, looking into concepts and whatever. Or maybe take some inspiration. Like this flamethrower looks really interesting, for example. Or like generally these props, they look interesting. So I wanted to take some inspiration. But yeah, in the end, again, as I've said multiple times by now, I have found a weapon that only, as far as I can tell, only exists as a concept art in an art book of a rather famous game, and I'm gonna be doing that, so goodbye. What's this? Oh, generator! Yes, I'm gonna leave this open, I like this. What's this? Okay, you found a gas pump that looks very different. Huh. A generator. Okay, let me speedrun the rest of them. My tea is empty again. My cup is empty. My throat isn't getting better. I'm talking too much. Let's just speedrun through the rest of these and then end the stream. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Can't put my finger on it. Don't really feel this one. Don't know why. I just don't feel it. Boat. We had boat, and I left a boat open. I was about to say interesting shape, but just one material, but the shape is very interesting. I'll leave it open. Oh, vintage telephone, that could be something. Not this specific one, but just as a concept. You know what? This could also be something. If I can find a breakdown of like the exact inner workings, blueprints, whatever, I could actually do something like this, and I think it would be cool. And these are the ones from this stream that I left open. Okay, and the guitar can go. Okay, we are left with 12 plus the one I am actually gonna make, so 13. Well, okay, one I'm definitely gonna make, plus 12 potential objects to do next, and I like all of these, so I can just pick and choose, which is really nice, something I really wanted. And we got through it, and that's really cool. Okay. Thank you so much for the help. Was out of spite. You say had some really cool gas pumps. Feel free to send me any that you find like really cool. But yeah, we got a bunch of objects. That's really cool. That's really good and helpful. So thank you so much for your help. Let's rate someone. Oh my god, my voice. Let's rate someone who's live. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Feel free to join back on Tuesday for the Halloween stream, 2 hours early, to give me more time to stay on longer. We will play horror games. I don't know which one yet, or which ones yet. It hurts. Booty mashup, okay. I'll wait for the ad. Actually, let's already type in the command. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Feel free to join back on Tuesday for Halloween. I'm gonna go and rest my voice now. Holy shit, it hurts. Thank you so much for your help with choosing, or like with sending me models in general, potential objects to model. Why am I getting the same ad 3 times in a row? What the fuck? 4 times in a row now. Gute Besserung, danke. Vielen Dank. I feel like I wanted to say something I forgot. And yeah, I hope my... finally. I hope my somewhat lower energy didn't bother you too much. I still managed to be live, still managed to put something nice on, so I hope it was still nice. I hope you had fun. And yeah, again, thank you so much for joining everyone, for the resub Maddie, for the gift sub Minox, and goodbye. Have fun in Booty Mashup's stream, who is doing music. Bye.